Welcome, fellow Xlanders. It is me. Thank me later. Hold on. Go. Don't want to hear those Discord notifications. Everybody blowing me up today. Today is, what day is it? Where's my calendar? Who's got the date? The 27th? Is January over? What happened? How are we already 1/12 of the way through with this year? That's insane. All right. So if you don't know, today we are going to give you an update on 1111nft.Gallery. And this is, if you don't know 1111nft.Gallery yet, let me give you the high level overview. It is one of the many experiences featured on the UPX World platform. It's run by community member Dr. Nobi, and it's an art competition. I think it's fair to say it's a competition type experience, and there are many components to it. We have several videos on it, so you might want to catch up to understand all of the different things happening between the array, which is essentially a vending machine style NFT. You can buy as many as you want for 11 wax. They are only available from the 11th to the 11th, which is called an epic. So they're only available for one epic. Then you progress, competitors progress to the pyramid, where they auction off a single one of one in a head-to-head competition with the others in their collective. And the bottom seller is eliminated. So each epic, one person from each collective is eliminated until after 11 months, you guessed it, there is a final pinnacle piece from one of the artists from the collective, and we are expecting that to be a very big to-do, especially given the names in our first collective. All right. I love to see everybody here on a Friday. Shout out Shelter Group, first in. Golden 1852, boy Ditsy Dits, Dedicator, welcome. Walk My Paws LLC, Sheriff Shack, gotta love it. Hey, SC Kicker, what up? Some Hyde Park ninjas in the house. And the real Umbrella Boy, not to be confused with the fake Umbrella Boy. Very important. All right. Oh, hey, Zarida's Guides. Hey, welcome. Hey, and there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Nobi of 1111 NFT, the zombie alien art curator. Yeah, so there we go. All right, we're going to hop right into it. All right, let me take down this banner so that way you guys can see all of the information. If you have questions as we go through, feel free to ask them in chat. I will do my best to get to them. I am super squirrely, so sometimes I, get sidetracked. So just going to say that. All right. So we are in Epic 3. As I said in the intro, an Epic runs from the 11th of the month to the 11th of the next month. So Epic 3 will end February 11th, 2023. That means all of your array purchases and auction bids must be in before the expiration date on February 11th. And those expirations start at 11 a.m. PST. And the array closes first at 11 a.m. And then every 11 minutes after that, one level of the pyramid closes. And so there you go. So there'll be that's the schedule. We will start with the array. So these pieces are for sale. This is all active. So if you see a piece here and you're like, ooh, that is cool, I should go get it. Well, be sure to head over to 1111nft.Gallery. There is links to all of the NFT Hive portals and sales areas for this. If you go, well, these look cool, but why do I want to buy them? Oh, let me tell you. So the partnership with UPX World, these items are going to be used to decorate different things in game. So you'll be able to actually create unique and custom items in the game, such as t-shirts, backpacks, who knows, coffee mugs, race car skins, building signs, all kinds of stuff. And the array pieces are unique because you actually have to burn them to use them. So you can see here, there's only been 7 of these claimed, which means that in theory, there will only ever be 7 items. Well, I mean, there's a couple extra that 1111 mints, but there will only be 7, if that was the total mint, that could actually be items created from it. So that means that this would be extremely rare. Shelter Group says that they've been collecting these. Honestly, like for 11 wax, I mean, I know wax, the value just went up a little bit, but it's still like, what? I mean, is it 6 or 7 cents now? So you're only talking like 66 to 88 cents or something per piece. I don't know. I definitely would be picking up some. And all right, so here we go. Start with this one. This is Open World by Stevie, currently at 7. Next, we have Abstract Pinwheel by our very own Ditsy Dits. Woo woo. Oh wait, you're here today. What, if you have any more information, background, or like your inspiration for this, feel free to share it. Also, what medium did you use? This is a physical piece of art, but is it paint? Is it, yeah, I would love to know more. And that is currently sitting at 12 claimed. Yes. Next up, we have Montana's by Felix, Arizona. This piece here features, it looks like almost like an abstract mountains pattern. So yeah. Oh, here we go. We'll get a live comment from the artist themselves. There you go. Yes. Made it by me. Painting. Done. There it is. I don't know which one you were saying nice to, so I'll leave that comment up for both Ditsy Ditses and Felix, Arizona. There you go. Nice. All right. So we have 13 claimed on Felix, Arizona. Next, we have Gino, which looks like a marker or maybe like a charcoal painting. Probably marker. I don't know. Arden Rossi. Dun dun dun. Very interesting. It feels like if you were a kid and you were like you wanted to paint like a what are those called, like the criminal sketches, like like a profile sketch or something of, what do they call that, criminal profiler? Anyway, like that's what I feel like. That's kind of gives me that vibe. That's what I feel like. Composite sketch. Ooh, that's fancy. Herman Munster-ish, says SC Kicker. Yeah, I could see that. True Blue Ninja in the house. Welcome. Howdy. Caricatures? No, that's not I can never say that word either. That's not what I say. Although it is, I could see that too. Next up at 25 claimed, we have At the Summit by Sherry77. This is so hard to tell. It feels like it's almost like water paint, but I think that it's probably digital. I honestly don't know, but it's super cool. Uh, at the summit, presumably a goat or other, rock climbing animal on top. I think it's kind of cool. Now, keep in mind, if you're like, well, that's interesting, like maybe you want to, goats, greatest of all time. I'm just saying, like, that could be cool. Oh, yeah. You need to down. Well, I'm not going to stop on this one, but yes, I guess I will. Yes, True Blue Ninja. If you haven't, this is. I'll do a quick squirrel side. The alpha of the game is still available in Discord. If you haven't downloaded it and collected 100 Xenon, you need to do it because that will get you, if you post a screenshot of it in general chat, that will get you the role of Alpha Alpha Xenon Elite, aka Axe, and that is going to come with in-game perks and a badge. So you do not want to miss that opportunity because once the game is posted on Steam, that will be removed. You won't be able to get it after that anymore, much like the Genesis Xlander role. And those will have in-game value and benefits. So don't sleep on it. Get it done. Shelter Group informs us that eggplant is a superfood. I don't know that that's medically true or nutritionally true, but we'll go with it. Here we have Eggy by appropriately named Vegemite with 30 claimed. Is eggplant a vegetable? Because vegetables still has seeds in. I don't know. What is it actually classified? Oh, the Mac version is not up yet. Sorry, SC Kicker. If you are an exclusive Mac user, shoot me a DM. We'll figure out a way to get it to happen because I know that there are Mac users who want to participate. And we tried, and my first build didn't work. I'm going to try again this weekend. Yeah, I've got all the rolls so far. Can't miss one. 100%. If any of those sleuths out there, I am curious, is eggplant actually a vegetable like, how tomato is a vegetable, but it's actually a fruit? I'm curious what the true classification of an eggplant is. Or if it's actually a superfood. I don't think it's a superfood, but I don't know. There we go. Eggy, 30 claimed. It's a fruit. Confirmed. We have it confirmed by Dr. Nobi. Says it's a fruit. I was going to say, I thought it was a fruit because eggplants have the seeds on the inside. And if it's like the seeds on the inside, and then that's traditionally like that's the botanist qualification for a fruit. Nice. All right, cool. That's kind of what I thought. Okay, glad I got that. Lunar Tide here, up next by Whisper Sage at 32. We have a lot of physical art in this particular collective, which I like to see. Definitely switches things up and is going to make, and it's always an interesting digital switch because you can tell, like, I guess theoretically now with, the way, digital art is, you could theoretically digitally make this, I'm sure. However, the reality is, like, I don't know. I feel like, at least for now, we can still tell, like, this is very physical. The paint strokes. It would be really, honestly, if you made this digitally that made it look like this, it would actually be super impressive as well. But yes, Lunar Tide by Whisper Sage. Bum, bum, bum. And actually, I'm looking. So I always worry because my one monitor where it's being displayed, like the colors are kind of dull. In the actual, like when I'm looking at it on my primary one, the colors are actually very vibrant. The red is pops out a lot more too. It's very cool. Oh my goodness. This one always, like literally every single time that this one comes up, it startles me a little bit. But look, this character, like Gilbert Fishman, this is gonna be a thing. Like I don't know, like not financial, and I don't want to skew the results of the array at all. I'm just going to give my personal opinion as, an onlooker. And if you have other thoughts, you can share them as well. So this is from Kit Landon, but just the way that it like pops out, and the fact that it is, so if you see this checkered background, what that means is that it is on a transparent background. And so when this is put on a t-shirt or other item, all of the like ink splots and things like that will really pop and be backlit by the base of the item that it's on. I don't know. I think Gilbert Fishman could be a sleeping giant. I'm probably, you know what? I'm actually going to go buy some today. I'm going to buy some today myself because I can't miss out. And then, oh my, like if that doesn't wake you up, if this doesn't wake you up, we have Far Out with an astonishing 335 claimed by Bob Barker for you. Bobo Barker? It might be, somebody said it was Bobo Barker. Bobo Barker for you. And that is actually, and I found out, wait, can I reveal who, like, is Dr. Nobi, do you know if this artist purposely used because like this is somebody from our community. I just didn't know if they purposely used a different name to like go kind of anonymous. But anyway, this is a community member that you all know of. They're here regularly. So I'm not gonna say who it is because they might because they obviously picked a different name to use as for their artist name. So I'm not gonna call them out. We'll find out if they want to be revealed or not. But here it is, very psychedelic. Yes, Far Out with 335 claimed. Well done, Bobo Barker, for you. Pyramid Level 1, Collective 2. So again, each month there is a new collective. That collective goes through the array, then to the pyramid. And as they progress through the pyramid, the collective gets weaned down one a month until there is only one left. So this is a year-long competition. So by the end, you have spent 365 days getting to know and loving this artist. And actually, well, you know what? I'll bring up her comments when I get to her art because somebody described it in a very cool way, and I'll take time on their art to say that. So we are at level 1. So this means all 11 collective 2 artists are still in. However, whoever ends this month on the lowest wax bid will be eliminated and will not make it to the next round. So if there is an artist here that you like or that you want to make sure sees the next round, be sure to bid on them and make sure that they aren't on the bottom. Also, these pieces, they are one of ones. That's it. You're getting it. And as the owner, so this is really important. Now I'm going to call out my boy Boulder Magic because last month, which was the first month that we had a pyramid closing, it ended at like really early in the morning because it was 11 a.m. Or 11 p.m. UTC, which was a wacky time in the U.S. And he was up and he bought like I think 9 of the 11, which is very strategic. Because as the owner of this, so unlike the array pieces, these are infinitely reusable in the sense that when you go to decorate it, somebody can be like, oh yeah, I would like to use confined energy as a pattern or an image or whatever on my item. And they'll pay, let's say, for argument's sake, 100 UPX. As the owner, so they'll pay 100 UPX to have it added to a t-shirt. The owner of the piece will get 89%. So they would get 89 UPX anytime somebody decided to put this on an item. And the original artist, so in this case, Edmund Ian Clay, will get 6% or 6 UPX, and 1111 gets 5% or 5 UPX. So you can see for these pyramid pieces, the lion's share does go to the winner of the piece, which means these could have a ton of value down the line if the image goes viral, if it becomes kind of a symbol for a group, or maybe a node picks it up to use as their flag image. I have no idea. There's so many possibilities. So these pieces, especially these first ones, are going to be, I can imagine, incredibly sought after. We saw bids that topped over 4,000 wax for the top pyramid pieces during the first round. So I do expect to see some hot bidding action, especially as we go through some of these more interesting items by some of the top artists. All right. So next we have Parmula. I think that's Parmula, which I'm guessing is, I don't know, something for shield or a type of shield. As you can see here, it is a shield by Pixel Dauber. Pixel Dauber had a Gladius in round in the array, which is kind of cool. So continuing that pixelated weapon and armor theme, very cool. Currently at 11 wax. I can tell you definitively that's not what it's going to go for. These are all like right now. I think there's a lot of action as it goes towards the end, but I'll probably put in some bids myself because I want some. Next up, we have at 12 wax, The Creator by X Davy X Silver X. And this piece, which again is digital, but this is definitely, it's 100% digital. But you can see again that it does have a bit of a transparent background. I think it's actually boxed, but it has a transparent, it looks like an X-ray, right? Like that's super cool. The lines, what I really like about it is like the lighter lines, which I guess would kind of be analogous to what you would normally see as the skin or soft tissue of the X-ray, is a completely different style of like random drawing than the bones. The bones, you can tell, are very intentionally drawn, using some straight lines and more circular things to kind of map out the look and feel. But if you look at like where the soft tissue would be, it's all very much more random. I don't know. There's something that's captivating about this one. I do really like that. I could see this being like, I don't know. Who do I get like to? But like, imagine like a biker gang, and they're just called like the Hand or something, and it's just like they just put it on their biker helmets, and it's just like I don't know. That'd be cool. So many possibilities. You could put it with this. Eyeball Brown by Rossless, currently at a 15 wax bid. And actually, I remember Rossless specifically had a blue eyeball for the array piece. And so now we have a brown eyeball, which is kind of interesting because, it's not an uncommon fact, but blue eyes, I think, are the rarest eye color. And the fact that they were used in the array is kind of cool because they are limited and could eventually run out, where the brown eyeball will be available perpetually, to put onto items. Again, I can just see this like I don't know why, but it always, like when I see these, No Fear. Do you guys remember in the 90s No Fear? I don't know why this particular artist's art just kind of gives me that No Fear kind of vibe a little bit. It's more hyper real. It's not hyper realistic, but it's more realistic than kind of the No Fear art. But that's the vibes it gives me. Next up, we have Flower by ADR. This does look like it is a hand sketch and then maybe even cut out. I don't know if it was digitally cropped that way or if it was physically cut out that way, but either way, again, that is going to leave a very cool pattern. It makes me, I want to color this. I want to color it so bad. I might even have to, like, because of this art solely, I might have to make a form factor that's just like an art book or something, like a coloring book page, where you can put these almost like stickers, and then after you make it, then you can like draw on it and do stuff. oh, maybe it'll be like we could call it like an interactive poster or something. And so you can use these to like put images on there, and then you can, after you get it, you can like draw on it and color on it and do all kinds of stuff and make it more custom. Because I want to color this in so bad. I like the levels of the petals. I see when I look at this, like for me, what I see is like these four here kind of look like hearts, and then it kind of goes towards like flames. So like that's what I would like in my mind. I would paint like these like red, and then these like orange, and then these could even be like blue flames, like the really hot blue flames. I don't know. And then like do this in like a dark, well, like red and black, like almost like a coal, like you know how you get like the embers of coal. I don't know. That could be super cool. That's what I see. All right, so 22x again. No chance that it goes for that low. All right, by the one and only Zip Dip. Love the name, love the art. That's one of the other hardest things because I look at these all the time and like I want them all. Like, and the reality is you can't really get. I mean, you could pull a boulder and try and win as many as you want. So for those of us who are not lucky enough to get one of these, they'll be available to at least make items afterwards. I already can tell that I'm going to be spending a lot making items with all of these really cool arts. The transparent background, again, we have these like floating bubbles. So again, that's going to look really good on the items that it is put on. Already sitting at 200 wax. Very cool, very reasonable by Zip Dip. We've seen a couple different like cool eye situations from them too. Really like that. Speaking of eyes and cool, here we have our very own artist extraordinaire, Humble Life, with Baby Unity Dragon. Very cool piece of art. I love the use of the pride colors in the eyes and the overall coloring of this baby dragon. He is adorable, or well, I don't want to. They are adorable, and I like I want it, but I can't. Like, and you can't like if you look real close, like even like all the way down the spine, like the color kind of extension goes all the way down. It's really cool. And again, the colors are really vibrant. Absolutely well done. Love it, Humble. Next, our the one and only. So if you don't know Mr. Left House, of Left House, he is. I mean, he's involved in so many things. I don't really know where to even begin. I believe it's the Action News. Is that the one he does? And he's also, I mean, he runs movie theaters. He's actually a movie producer. I want to say, I think that's his role. Sorry, Left. I was actually I think I was actually his first guest on his show when he started 2.5 years ago doing it. So shout out to Mr. Left House. Yeah, he's a movie producer. All right, good. That's what I thought. I was like, he's like actually like he's going to be running some, and he already has done some like Web3 movie stuff. And I expect as Web3 grows that we will see a lot from Mr. Left House. This piece is currently sitting at 250 wax. It is called After, which is a follow-up to his array piece labeled Before, which was just this hand with the gun and a completely solid red background. So, we can see here this After with the gun in almost a comical style with the POW. So, what you might see in a cartoon, but the kind of the impact behind it. I mean, this is shattered glass. Like you can tell that there was real damage, the black heart. Like, so I mean, it's just a incredibly powerful piece to me. I really like the use of color and different art styles here. Well done. Currently sitting at 250 wax. That's going to go for a lot more. I'm gonna not even talk for a second. I'm just gonna let you guys just take this one in. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Self-reflection. Oh my gosh. I didn't even actually, you know what? That's really funny. I I did not intend for like that to be like a set of like self-reflection. Um, so self-reflection by NFT architect. I love this art style. I love the shading, and so like the blacks and the grays on the skull that are kind of, it's not super crisp, right? So it's, but it's obviously like it's a very well done skull. But then you have these bright red glasses with very fine details, right? And the idea of like, you know, reflecting back. This is super cool. Also, it's cool because this, and we're not going to show it today, but you're definitely going to want to tune in Monday because I will almost certainly show some of it Monday. NFT Architect is also designing the buildings for Bones Balboa, which is going to be a skeleton carnival. And he is doing a banger's job on the building skins already. I can't wait to show it to you all. It is really cool. And that's another thing, like as artists and things like that become more popular in the community or grow with UpX World, I would imagine that their following and their art, it makes sense that it would do the same. So as you're bidding on these, like that's another thing to consider. Not only is this a great piece of art, but NFT Architect, much like Humble Life and Left House, and many of them, I don't want to, I'll feel bad if I leave anybody out, are really active members of the community, whether it's Upland or UpX World. So definitely something to consider. Currently at 360 wax. I can't wait to see how much that goes for. Speaking of just community legends, speaking of insanely cool art, speaking of the what is going to go for a lot higher than what it's at, and it's already pretty high. We have Smokin' Aces by St. Lucy. If you don't know St. Lucy, he is one of the leaders of Viva Las Upland, a Vegas based node and community that's actually working in partnership with UpX World to create a go kart game called X Karts, where you will race around their Vegas area in customizable go karts that will have a poker themed throughout. Very cool stuff coming from that. So, this is his first pyramid piece, and boy, is it a doozy. This is so cool. I love the use of like the negative imagery. So you really have the kind of, it feels like it's been burned into something, and then to have the smoke, the smoke feels very light, like that. I, I can't imagine like that's easy to do well to make it feel airy. Like I don't know. It's real well done. I like all the way down to like the spider web tattoo on the hand. All of the little details here. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. 1200 wax. It's gonna go for more than that. This is a cool piece. So there we go. That is your level 1 collective 2. Next up, we have, how are we doing on time? Oh my gosh, we're already, man. All right, well, that's fine. We're obviously not going to stop, even though we're at, I said we're going to do 30 minutes. I'll have to remember that, but to tighten it up next time, but we're not going to stop, obviously. Level 2, collective 1 of the pyramid. So these are the OGs. This is the first collective ever. These are some big names in the community. Like, you're gonna want to like keep an eye on this. This is going to be a really interesting bidding war. First off, we have Self Portrait by Christina Gatz. Christina Gatz is actually a one of the original artists of Hyde Park Ninjas. She did a very cool Muay Thai elephant painting for her array piece, and then an unbelievably ultra realistic cat portrait for her pyramid 1 piece. It was super cool. This is like, to me it feels like she almost like used like whiteout. Do kids today even know what whiteout is? That's when, like, back in the day, if you made a mistake with pen, you'd have to go get the whiteout and put it over, and then you'd write. Obviously, if you're in the digital age, there's not much use for it. But this looks like somebody like took whiteout over a black piece of like construction paper or something, and then like etched it out. That's what it gives me that feel of. I would love to actually, and maybe I'll even message her and find out what her method was to create this, or if it's completely digital. It feels like it's not. It feels like a physical piece of art. But yeah. Oh, excited for her new ninjas coming. Whoa, there we go. We got there's some breaking news there. So she's working on some new ninjas for the Hyde Park Ninjas. Once again, see the previous statement about active artists in the community. Christina Gatz is one of them, and she does great character designs. I love her Marie Red Ninja. She's got a lot of cool ones out there. So if you've seen those characters, this is the creator. So don't sleep on this one, because she's a great artist. I love Coco Lily Creations so much. Coco Lily Creations, aka Dr. Nobi's mom, is just a free spirit artist. I absolutely love it. She uses reclaimed art supplies and things from around her house to make her art, and has been gracious enough to submit them to the 1111 NFT gallery. This one is called Thinking About Stuff. I can see this being a cult classic. Like, I think she's going to have, and I think she already does have, like a small underground following of like, people are going to want her art. Like, this is going to be, there's a couple like designers and stuff. Oh, I can't think of, oh man, that they have like really weird like fashion stuff. I can't think. Betsy something. Betsy, I don't know. There's a specific designer. Anyway, it kind of gives me that vibes, and there are collectors that absolutely love that kind of stuff. So I can't wait to see what else we get from her. Hoping that she makes it to the next level. What did? Oh, hey, architect in the house. What up? We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? We're talking about Bones Balboa and your piece from Pyramid Level 1. Here we have, oh, that's a familiar name. You might know this person, aka me. Thank me later. This is called Digital Heartbeat. It is a series of binary code mapped along a heartbeat pattern on a transparent background. And there have been several people who have successfully decoded this message. So this is not a random set of ones and zeros. This is, in fact, a code that can be deciphered. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Next, Day Shack. I'm going for this one. I'm just telling you now. I can't promise I'm going to win it because there's some crazy people out there. I'm going for this one, though. I love Day Shack's use of light. That's been her inspiration. Mystery in light. Mystery is usually done by putting darkness over objects, shadows, hiding details and things in darkness. She's exploring hiding it in light. This piece, particularly Chroma Portrait November, with the scorpion back tattoo. So freaking cool. Currently at 100 wax. No way it's going for that. And so this is, I kind of teased that there was an artist that I was talking about, the 1111 NFT Gallery experience. Day Shack is one of them. She's a prolific artist in her own right. She does a lot of really great stuff around the community, and is very well known for her art. So I'm really glad that she decided to go with it. And she told, she has been chatting in a couple of places and talking about it and saying that she's kind of using it almost like an art journal. So, once a month, it gives her a reason to create a new piece of art. and to kind of explore her progression over time, which I love that idea. So if you're an artist or just want to keep an art journal, this could be a great way to do it. So if you want to be, and we'll talk about it a little bit at the end of how you participate, but spoiler alert, it's 1111nft.gallery. That's how you get involved. Oh yeah, and a great person. Thank you, Walk My Paws. Like, yes, not only is she a great artist, she is also a great person in general. So yeah, she's really cool. All right, next, currently at 111 wax, we have Eel Evan by Joe Lives. I could I'm debating. So little history here. Recently, there was an event in Upland for carnival decorations for an upcoming event, and the ranch house was a particularly big group of people, including myself, Humble Life, and Joe Lives, among others. Joe Lives did come out on top. Congratulations. He won by a pretty significant margin. There was like 10 people in that group, and I'm pretty sure I came second to last, which, by the way, I'm completely okay with because they had some really cool art, and I am gonna buy some of his ranch houses for sure. They're cool. So congratulations to Joe Lives. Here is his piece, Eel Evan. It looks like layered photography with some patterns and some colors. It's very interesting. The longer you look at it, like there's so many depths, like layers to it. I notice different things almost every time. Like, and you kind of like the longer you stare at it, like you just kind of get lost in it. It's a very interesting piece. I could definitely see this hanging up as an art piece in somebody's house, or used even as like a background pattern to something else. Very cool. Currently at 111 wax. Mars Utah, currently the all-time highest selling artist of the pyramid, with a record-shattering 4,000 plus wax of his first piece. Comes in very strong with his very pop art culture, art style, pop art style. That's the set of words I want to use. And here is Airhead. Just super cool. 250 wax. Obviously, there's no way it's going for that. That's going to see some high bids because, again, he is the reigning champion and he is very, very well known in the community, and is also just a stellar guy. Honestly, like everybody in our community is so cool. Like we have an awesome community. Next up, Galactic Algae by Rob Zilla, aka the Genesis artist. So if you don't know, not only is Rob Zilla an amazing person, B, an amazing and creative artist, but C, she is also, from a game lore perspective, the first person to give Dr. Nobi art. So if you don't know the history of how Dr. Nobi and UpX World came together, when the Xlander ship crashed, crash landed on the Red Rocky planet that will be known as UpX World. It landed on Dr. Nobi's house, which was his art collection. All of his art was destroyed. It was a very devastating moment. Luckily, he's an immortal zombie art collector, so he was fine. But all of his art was destroyed. And in a moment of just sheer compassion, Rob Zilla rushed back into the burning ship to grab a piece of art, which was her first array piece, and gave it to Dr. Nobi, thus starting the entirety of the 1111 NFT gallery. So, Genesis artist, very cool piece. I love this green. It is so vibrant. It feels so. This is actually like oil on water. This is a physical piece, and then photography. The photography is just so crisp too. It's very well done. The longer you look at it, it feels like it is like like a very high picture of like an alien planet, but then it also feels like maybe it's like a zoomed in of microbiomes. Like but then it's also like the galactic, like the space dots feel. It's like, so maybe like just the thing about this that I love is that there's no other object in it to give you a sense of scale. So this could be massive or tiny. Like, so it allows your mind to just have a lot of different reactions. It's super cool. 800 wax. It's gonna go a lot more than that. Next up, existential love. I don't know why I wanted to kind of like sing that, but that's what's up. This is by our very own Sheriff Shack. And we have the layered art that she does with the signature X. Speaking of signatures, I have to call it out every time because I love it every time. Shackleton's signature, just so smooth. One of my favorite things. Absolutely cannot wait to see more from her. This is currently going for 800 wax. Yeah, this is not going to go for that low. All right. Well, there you go. That is it. So we are, Architect is asking if we are going to show the Bones concept art. I'm showing it Monday. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to show it right now, aren't I? You're going to make me show it right now. All right. Fine. Because you're here, because I mean, it's Friday. Why not? While I do that, I'm going to throw this up. Da-da-da. Right there. 1111nft.Gallery. If you are not currently an active artist in the array or the pyramid, submit your pieces today so you can be in Epoch 4 Collective 4, which starts February 11th. So please get it in. Even if you don't consider yourself an artist, take a stab at it. There's nothing to lose, right? There's nothing to lose. Your piece could become viral. Some people like terrible art. There's how many terrible movies are cult classics, right? Think about that. Your piece could become a cult classic. Get in now. 6 Wicks X Daddy. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. Says it is great. Outsider art is huge too. Yes. So if you know, if you have friends, family, relatives, you meet a barista who draws a cool picture on your receipt, reach out to them. Tell them to submit to 1111nft.gallery. All right. Give me a second. I apologize. I'm going to have to like look down here. I'm going to pull up my boy, Architect. Open in browser. Okay, it's going to open there. That's fine. Open in browser. You guys you're going to lose your mind when you see this concept art. Like, honestly, it's so cool. So for those of you who don't know what Bones Balboa is, and so maybe we'll do a show and tell as well. Hold on. And then we'll wrap it up. I promise. So Bones Balboa is it's a unique structure. It's like a building art installation. It's truly, I mean, it is one of a kind. We had the Encino Eye, and there's been some other like smaller projects that kind of use upland buildings to create kind of like Easter eggs, I guess, throughout the map. And here, let me show this. Oh, hey, look at this. We get to actually live stream. Look at, I finally hit 20. Oh, dang, 0.02. Oh, I jumped straight to it. Bones is my new obsession. Love it. January 3rd. Okay. Showrooms are now open. I know. Okay, great. Oh, God. All right, chill. All right, let's see. Dun da da da. Oh, and hey, look, Joe lives. It's right. Wait, where's the ranch? There you go. Congratulations on that. There we go. Broke 20 finally. Jeez, oh Pete. Where can I find the fish? 1111nft.gallery. You can find the fish. That's where you can find the fish. All right. So we need to go to. Oh, we're already in LA. Convenient. We got to go over here to Balboa Lake. Now, I will say this: Balboa Lake is a huge and fantastic neighborhood. Lake Balboa, that is. And I will be honest, I do not run it as a node. I am simply a segment here of Bones. However, if you would like to make Lake Balboa a node, there are definitely a lot of active players that have buying a lot of properties and building here. So feel free if you want to take that initiative to do so. And you can use that it is home of the one and only Bones Balboa. Oh, I got to turn off the, well, whatever. You got blocky splores floating around. Look at, I love this. I love this so much. I cannot tell you how many hours and hours it took to design and to build this and to map this out, all the way up here to his crown of bones of all apart. Like, come on now. Come on. Sploosh. There we go. Can I get there on an iPhone? Yeah, absolutely. I believe you can get there on an iPhone because it's, you can go to nfthive.io and look for 1111, and then you can find all of the auctions and the pyramid pieces. There we go. So here is Bones Balboa. So this is going to be a skeleton themed carnival in our layer 2. And the cool thing about it is all of the people that own property here, this is a profit share endeavor. So that means anytime that UpX is spent to play or interact at the carnival, those proceeds will be shared among the owners of properties here based on the number of residential ownings they have. So for instance, an apartment which has 8 living areas gets 8 shares. A townhouse, a small townhouse has 1. A normal townhouse has 3, etc. So there you go. I don't actually think any of these are for sale right now. We did a pre-sale of it. We raised, I mean, this cost at the time, I don't know, 20 million UpX in Spark rentals to do this. Obviously, this massive crown of apartments was very expensive. But anyway, so, well, what's the carnival going to look like? Well, I'll show you, because our very own NFT architect is working on the Bones Balboa Carnival. Oh, Carnival. Oh, yes. So the demo play that we kind of do, that's a lighthearted version, is very much that. There's like cartoon trains and stuff. It's very lighthearted. Let's be clear. Bones Balboa is not going to be a place you take a 5-year-old. No. Bones Balboa is going to be dark. Not necessarily like, not like super scary dark, but like, you know, it's going to be dark. Like, look at this entrance. It's going to be cool. But wait, what about the buildings? So as layer 2, we get to design the buildings however we want. We will take the core building, but then have different skins and overlays that will allow essentially interactions in a new way. These are designed for the teeth of it. So this is, I believe, the small townhouse design. Look at these concept sketches. How freaking dope is this? Like, can you imagine a carnival of houses like this, just like rows, and each one of these will have, you know, maybe some interactions or mini games that people would be able to play and explore. I cannot wait to see more of this. So shout out to NFT Architect. This is going to be an amazingly fun project. And I'm so glad to be working with NFT Architect on it. So there you go. That's the bones. Them's the bones. I'm kind of curious. So if you haven't seen, this is the UpX World. I'm going to I know that I said it was gonna be the last thing. But now I want to see the stats on Bones Balboa or Balboa Lake. LA, Los Angeles. You're right. I don't know why I scheduled it for 30 minutes. It was never gonna be 30 minutes. You know I talk way too much. Sideshow Alley, baby. There you go. Sideshows. Expect sideshows, freak shows, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, Lake Balboa. All right. So if you haven't seen this, this is the up and coming UPX World data mines. Oh, he just implemented the dual. They he said we was working on it to do some different to be able to show more information. This literally we demoed this yesterday. This is our development environment. Look at all these stats. Holy crap. Sorry, I haven't actually. They said that they pushed that they did a dev update. I haven't seen it. So this is literally the first time that I've actually seen it. He's posted some screenshots of it. Unlocked number of. So here we go. Here's your stats. There's 7,017 total here. The USD floor price is 550, so you can get in. Heck, you can get in for UPX for 8,800. So this is a cheaper neighborhood, which is kind of cool. Lots of properties, lots to build. Unlocked FSA 277, unlocked non-FSA. So still quite a bit there. 63% minted. Buildings complete. This is new. This summary is super cool. So there is 266. I can tell you that 150-ish of them are from Bones Balboa. So Bones Balboa is, I think, 154 buildings, which is super cool. So property mint info, man, this is insane. Very cool. You can also filter things out. So if you don't care about unlocked FSA, here you go. You just want to know. There you go. I don't know why you would take all of them away. But all of this is interactive, and we are actually expanding this features all the time. Down here, you can find some more fun stuff. So top owners, heck, I'm not even the top owner. Blanchke in that 107. I own 105. I need to get on that. We got our boy Scooby, makes sense. Iggy, Dizzy Disky at 72. NFT Crazy. There we go. Let's see. Now what's going to be interesting is that, oh, okay, so that's interesting. I have to submit that because this is where it was before. Anyway, Spark investors. Now, I'm not going to be the top because I paid intentionally. I intentionally paid for Spark. So one of the reasons behind Bones Balboa prior to layer 2 was to help stimulate the Spark market. So massive build projects like this, 154 properties, 154 buildings, over 20 million UPX in Spark rentals. So we can see here, there's some top players. Skittles TM at 40,000 Spark hours. So here we go. So these are the players that are investing some Spark hours. Love to see that. Buildings complete by type. So let's take a look at types here. Small townhouse, not surprising, 97. 76 ranch houses. There are quite a bit of ranch houses in the build. Apartments, 48. I love to see this. So if you watch the UPX podcast at all, we're starting to do, and we will continue to do some more neighborhood analysis. So if you are running a neighborhood or would like us to analyze a neighborhood live on stream using our data tools and giving you insights on how to be competitive in decorating contests or anything like that, please shoot me a DM. But apartments is something that I have been very bullish on. 48, I'm very proud of that. That is a great number. That is very strong. Townhouses, 24. Definitely want to get some more of those, but those are easy enough. Those fit on most of the properties. Micro houses, fine with that, 16. Some small factories, I'm not building them. Don't build them. Don't build small factories. Don't build factories. And wait, what? How many chic homes? Chic homes, 1. Luxury modern. So it looks like we're really missing is some of the luxury homes, some of the bigger pieces. So if you did want to pick up Lake Balboa as a node and you were going to run it there, I would tell you as a future node leader, you definitely want to look at getting some more luxury, modern luxury ranch houses if possible. Up your townhouses to probably 40, 50. These are good, but continue that. Do not build any more factories. Factories are nonsense. They don't help you with decorating contests, and they're not going to be heavily used for a while. So don't do that. Let's see what is under construction, though. So we have 6 micro houses, 5 ranch, 5 apartment. That's pretty strong. A couple of townhouses, a couple of small townhouses. Yeah, none of the luxuries. But if you're running a node, those luxury houses are actually really important because you need diversity of decorations is one of the biggest multipliers to your score. So anyway, I won't go too much into that because that's not the purpose of this, but I am very passionate about it. And look at that. Our 30-minute show did reach that hour mark. I guess that's a good call out. Hey, thank you, Wix Ecstasy Day. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Wix Day. Thank you, Wix Day, for the follow. If you haven't already, please do follow, subscribe to the YouTube, to the Twitch, whatever you can. Find us on Twitter, all the social medias, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's going to do it for me today. How can you bring any decor? I have no idea. So we're not bringing them from Upland. We're going to make our own, but and we'll bring the ones from Upland. It's a both. We'll bring both. So anyway, that's going to do it for today. Please catch us. I'll be back Monday, same Xlander time, same Xlander place, right here, UPX World Live, 5 p.m. Central. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Be kind to each other, and I will see you on the ship. All right, cheers.